Hey, everybody. Welcome in. It's a good, jolly good time there, mate. It's me, Jenna. This is actually me. I'm now Australian and a man.
It's like a mix of Australian and maybe a little hint of Irish.
Maybe a bit of British. Yeah, I'm not great at accents. But yeah, we're here with the school morning show, and we're 100% ready. There's nothing holding us back. That's right. We're here, we're excited, and we're also pre recorded. Isn't that exciting? This isn't actually live. You know, I always like to say, hey, we're actually live because I want you to know that we're here talking to you. But today, sadly, this is pre recorded, but that doesn't matter. You can still comment. And guess what we're going to do? When we come back from vacation, we're going to find the best comments and we're going to point it out. So if you want your comment seen, comment something really exciting. It could be anything that you want. And we'll still see it, and we'll still love it, and we'll still show it. So please do that. And also, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let us know, how many subscribers are we at right now? Because I'm curious if we're going to grow through this week of pre-recordedness.
Yes. Like, are you gonna be like 367, like 67,
Ooh.
or are we gonna be at like 1,000? Who
Could be.
knows?
Who knows? Anything could happen. Anything could happen. And also, you can still share this live stream. That's also helpful. Even though it is pre-recorded, it's still kind of live. So share this with your best friend schooler, or send this to your mom if you have a mom.
Definitely not. That was definitely Irish.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the only one I can do. But yeah, send it to your mom. It's okay. Either way, or to send it to anyone, really. I'd be happy with anyone.
Send it to a mom.
Send it to a mom. There you go. That's much nicer.
Very, very true.
Yep. So, we're going to have a great show today. We are going to be essentially reacting to what I thought was a really good video that you did. It's called Make a Free School Community Work in 2026. And then you got your little thumbnail here. It says 3 must-know tips for a free school. And I really enjoyed this video. And I think a lot of other people enjoyed it too, from what I've seen. If we can just get into it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So the biggest issue, or it's not the biggest issue, but like an issue with free schools right now is that with this new review system, it's only for paid. And so you're not getting that benefit of getting all the reviews. And so you came up with kind of like a workaround, kind of in a way.
Yeah, it's not just that, because like there was wanting to have a school review. Then it also kind of covers like if you wanted to have donations, like accept donations as part of running your school community. And then we talked about free, like don't just stop doing a free community or stop doing a freemium community just because of growth boost,
Yeah.
and what I would recommend doing to stay up to date with everything. So
So it's essentially freemium, but it's not freemium.
yeah.
It's like a free school, but with like the freemium things. Because what you said in the video is, and maybe we can show off yours if you have a picture of it, of what you did with What is School, because it was strictly free for a really long time. But now you've set up essentially it's a buy me a coffee. It's like you can pay like X amount of dollars, and it's not like a big amount, but just like a small amount of dollars. Like, hey, if you want to support this free school and the information that I give out here, and if you just want to help me out a little bit, do my second tier or my third tier. It's not a lot of money, but it still gives me access to have reviews, which that's what really is going to help me out.
I'm going to pull these up so that we can see them.
Okay.
Because you're right. I'll show the plans page and then also the what it looks like from the group settings. And so when I created it was also like I want I want people to do this if they have a free community so that they can get reviews, but they need to be like valid reviews still, right?
Yeah.
So this is what the plans page is so there is that free tier, of course. And then I have two different ways that people could donate and support the community. So one is like if they want to pay $1 a month. So if you're enjoying the content, here's how to support it. Thank you. And I just made it $1 a month, right? The only people that are going to be willing to pay are going to be the people that want to leave a good review anyways. Like they're not going to pay if they don't like it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they would likely want, if they wanted to leave a good review, they'd likely want to pay anyways. So
Yeah.
it's like people feel punished to not be able to have that, but if school allowed just free people to do that, there could be so many problems when it comes to like people just making extra accounts or bot accounts or all those things, right? The
I
other
like that you have
option,
a yearly version of it too, which is kind of cool.
yeah, I have on the premium tier. So some people wonder like, I don't see the yearly option, right? Well, you have to click join VIP for that to pop up and you see the yearly option. But what I did was I thought someone might want to buy you a coffee one time, and then there's other people that would be willing to buy you a coffee like every month, right?
Please buy me a scooters. That's the coffee I prefer. And I've seen people do this idea in the past, but they just had
Mm-hmm.
it as like a one-time payment in the classroom, which
Mm-hmm.
you won't get access to reviews that way. It has to be MRR.
Right. Like you could still do the classroom thing if you want to accept donations that way, but then again, you're not getting the MRR.
Right.
So this is what it looks like in the group settings. So you just click on freemium and you hit save. You add your premium tier. So I put the $1 a month, and see how I made those other benefits. That was so that the layout of these would look good, right?
Yeah, it does look good.
And you see over here it's $6 a month or six for the year. Is $6 the price of coffee? I don't know. I usually make my coffee at home. So,
It's close. It's close enough.
okay. I know some people are like, it's an 8. And I'm like, I don't feel like putting 8.
So
Right?
why did you do the same price for the monthly and the yearly?
Because I wanted it to make it like you could buy coffee one time or you could buy it monthly.
Mm. Okay, that makes sense.
So it's not like a, oh, this is a
It's not like a
monetization
yeah, it's not like a
strategy.
real. They're not like getting a whole bunch of value per se, but it's just a way for them to help you out for all the other free value that you've given them already.
Right. So this is like purely freemium as if you're doing it for a donation.
Gotcha. I
Like
like that idea.
supporting the community, not as a strategy for monetizing if you're doing a full freemium.
I'm really curious in the future once we get our ratings as for like how well our school is doing as far as growth boost goes. I wonder if the reviews are going to have an effect on that, and if freemium will be judged better than a free community. They haven't said that whether one way or the other, but
Hmm.
just like me thinking ahead, that seems to be where it looks like it might be going.
Well, a free community is just not going to have any reviews, right? I think freemium will probably trump a free community only because not only is the free community not having reviews, it also isn't monetizing at all. So, unless they're doing it like inside the classrooms, and that's going to be even trickier. And so, freemium is likely to monetize more, which is only another signal to like Meta to say, hey, this one it brings a return on investment. So, boost that more, you know?
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, they have to get the money from somewhere to run the ads. And so it
Hmm.
makes a lot more sense that they would get it from schools that have growth boost turned on and are making money.
Right. And a lot of my traffic, like, I don't think I've ever shown this yet.
Ooh,
I
got an
didn't fully
exclusive.
announce it. I didn't announce that I made this freemium yet, and I need to do that, so I'll probably do a post later to explain how to do this. Like, I'll give a walkthrough on how to do it. But I did already have 4 people sign up,
Oh, that's cool. And
which
so you
is
got some
cool.
reviews already?
Yes, I have 2 reviews. but
Nice.
4 people paying already. So without even mentioning it. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like, but besides, like, outside of school, right? Like, I mention without a full post. That's what I mean. Because, like, I did mention it, but I didn't do an announcement. That's what it is.
Yeah. Wasn't an official mention.
So this is the traffic. So School Network is still boosting this one pretty well.
Yeah.
And I've only seen it go up. Like
30%.
it's gone up. It's gone up a pretty good amount since I changed it actually over to freemium. So let me see if I can pull up that too.
It's interesting that Google is so high. Do you think it's because people are Googling what is Skool?
What is Skool? And like I have it as a public community, so all of this stuff is indexed.
It's all coming together. The plan.
Yep. And so you'll be able to see. I'm going to show this too. This is the stuff that some people show and some people refuse to show. So I'm just like, here, you can see it. I don't care.
I'm an open book.
Here's this. See how it's going up?
Mm-hmm.
That's gone up since I made this freemium.
So the visitors have gone up.
Yes. Which that means that it's already signaling, because it's School Network people.
Uh-huh.
It's signaling to the system that yes, people are joining and they're paying.
Which is what
So-
I asked earlier. My theory that if it would get pushed harder and better if it was freemium versus free.
Yeah. And it probably, like, full transparency, it'd probably have a better conversion rate if it wasn't a public community. There's a
Yeah.
lot of times that having a public community typically means that you're not going to have as many people join, right? But we do give people a reason to join because we do these morning shows. And so if you want to actually comment and interact, you have to be inside the community.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And then obviously inside my community, it goes on and off. It's about to be more on than off, where I am posting more just helpful things. Kind of like when we look at my pin posts currently, we're showing all of this just to kind of give you an idea of like one way of running a free community with this model. Just FYI.
I love the transparency.
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
It's coming.
Yeah, sometime today. So I talked about like how there's even more languages. One of the things, like when there's something announced, I sometimes will wait inside Schoolers for somebody else to announce it for them to have that like little moment, right? Because it is fun, like when you're the one that spot it. I remember that I used to do that a lot. And but once it is announced, then I come and say it inside What is School and give more details. And then last night I posted about like when does the school review prompt show up, and I made a video because I made a loom for somebody inside Schoolers to help explain how it works, and I was like, you know what, this could be a YouTube video.
Yeah.
So I just took that loom and then uploaded it. So we have morning shows is what we do in here. It gives them a reason to join, and then I also do these. This is probably why I'm getting that Google traffic, is because of those kinds of things.
Yeah. Well, that leads us into the next point from this video was Sam Evans, our leader here, basically confirmed that it takes like a month to 30 days. Scared the heck out of me.
That was so loud.
My eardrums. Okay. Basically that it takes about 30 days for the growth boost to calculate everything and to like to kind of get you in there. And the reviews haven't been around that long enough for it to really make a difference.
Reviews, and it was also that they fixed freemium. So they fixed
Yes.
an aspect of freemium. inside, if you go watch this video, you'll see the actual comments from him because I went ahead and pulled them up. I don't have them all pulled up right now. I should have saved links to all of them. Why did I not do that?
Darn it.
I will hopefully remember that in the future. But he was saying that they fixed the freemium thing where it'll convert better to being paid, because now if a community is freemium and they go to join, they'll see the plans page pop up.
Yes.
And so that was something that hadn't been there before. It would just join group and then they'd have to go upgrade on their own. But now there's an upgrade button and there is the joining and you immediately see the plans. So that being, when he made that comment, it had been like less than a week old. And then he was saying it takes about 30 days to start seeing results from that. We have already started seeing results from that. And I think it's been only, 14 days?
Yeah, a couple weeks. But the point is, like, it's still optimizing. So if you decide to go this route with the freemium, don't panic. Give it some time to do its thing. Like, if you're going to test stuff, you need to test longer than 24 hours. Like, oh, I did it. It didn't work. Growth Boost sucks. I'm turning it off. I'm not doing any of this stuff. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. Or switch your whole model. There's some people that have been like, I'm not getting growth boosted. I'm going to switch to paid. And it's like, if you think, like, don't make that decision just based off that, is what I would say.
Yeah.
Because you could be changing your entire conversion, like messing up your, like, and what if you want to go back to free and now you have a couple of paid, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, let me show this real quick.
You shared off, while you're pulling that up, you showed off a couple of freemium and free groups that are already showing up in trending. And so it's starting to pick up, but like maybe focus on traffic maxing your own thing first.
I think this is it. Yeah. Okay, so I went to the third page of trending and you can already see this one is a free community and it is there. There's another free community, and that's right here.
Yes.
That's about college football stuff, That's
interesting.
Pretty cool. And then Kirby, of course, is gave a, and you'll see that in like my most recent video. He made a tier so that people could leave reviews for him. So he's on the first page, and it's likely because he's had at least 72 people upgrade so that they could leave reviews. So
very cool.
And let's see if there's any more on. This is so funny to me. Hold on. This looks like this guy. Is it the same person? I don't think so. No, someone totally different, but
it is similar
it
colors.
looks so similar. I'm like, wait a minute. Did Dan start playing guitar? Okay, so on page
glute maxing.
Yeah. Page 4, we have another free one.
So it's starting to
Another
pick up
free
for sure.
one.
Yeah, it's more than it was before.
And you can go see if they're freemium or truly free too by, let's see. I'm going to click on this one. Click this. See? It is freemium.
Interesting.
And then we're going to click on Cody Ballard. Freemium.
Yeah, freemium.
Let's go back to page 3 and look at those two real quick. Sometime today. Freemium. And so we're seeing freemium pick up for sure. And freemium.
Yeah, I think it's
There
even
you
more
go.
than when you showed it off last time.
Yeah. So it's not even been a full 30 days. I think within 30 days we're really going to start to see it. Obviously, I even asked Sam the other day. I was like, Sam, what do you think is going to be like the best pricing model? He's like, I have no idea yet. We got to wait and see what like ends up happening and stuff,
Yeah, because for a long time, low ticket, like $7, $9 was the winner. It's crushing. Just strictly paid, but I don't know. I think freemium might give it a run for its money. Maybe we'll see.
I definitely think it makes sense to have a freemium if you're doing low ticket. Now, if you're doing Like, I could be wrong, but if you're doing more of a high ticket thing, because right now the thing is like there's no separation in the communication that happens.
Hmm.
So there's some people that are like, well, what about me talking to those people that are in my higher tier? It doesn't make sense for the people paying like 1,000 a month to hang out with people paying nothing a month, right?
Yeah, I could see that.
So I get that point. We haven't had any testing on it, so we don't know for sure what that would look like. So somebody could always try to test it. And then the other part of it is the one place where I think people could mess up by trying to make freemium work is if they give too much for free.
Mm.
Like
Hmm.
there needs to be a very clear, like if you're doing freemium, there's a clear point where you come in and you get to try things for free, like a couple of things, but it should like encourage you. It says, yes, you can believe you can do whatever you wanted in here. But now if you want to go further, then you need to go ahead and join a paid part of this. Or you just still have access to like chatting with people or watching replays, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that would make the
You know,
most
that
sense.
something that has always been attractive about freemium to me is that part of the, I don't know what you call it, where it's like they see the paid people and how well they're doing, and they kind of get FOMO. And
Hmm.
like I think them two interacting would make the free people more likely to upgrade. But I can see
Hmm.
the opposite argument of like the maybe the paid people don't want to be with the free people. I don't know. Just you just got to balance it and see which one's worth it to you.
Something I'm doing with, like, because we talked about the cohort just recently, is I'm going to have, like, I'm going to see if people can respect it, right? So not everybody is going to be a part of the cohort. Like, they have the option to just join the community and learn about community stuff or be an observer and not actually be in it if they want. Totally fine. But part of my rule is like if you're not in the cohort, then please don't comment on those things or give your opinion, your advice on stuff because like if you're not in it, then you can't give accurate information, right?
Hmm.
Because I don't want somebody that's like posting daily to talk about something and be like, it's really hard to post daily or say something, and somebody that doesn't even know what they're talking about, it's completely theory, comes in and says, well, it's okay, like, no, stop it. You're not
Don't
a
give
part of the
advice.
cohort. You don't know what you're talking about right now because you haven't even experienced this, right?
Yeah, and I think that I don't know how big a problem that's actually going to be.
Yeah, I don't think it should be a big problem right now. It could be later if it's like bigger, so I may end up having to do like little separate areas.
Yeah.
But I think that with the other part of that is if you're not doing something like a cohort and it's just regular stuff, like let's say you're teaching how to how to basket weave, right? Okay. Anybody could just join a conversation about basket weaving if they're in the basket weaving community and have gone through like content, all this stuff, right? They could give their opinions. They could look at it and say, hey, no, I think this looks good from my perspective, right?
Yeah.
But the person that's paying more for like one on one basket weaving advice, right? They're going to get that from the one person. But now they're supported by a whole community to get more opinions on the subject or get more outlook. It's like it's essentially you could do market research, you could get more feedback. Like getting more feedback is not a bad thing if it's good feedback, right? Like if
Because there
it's
can be bad feedback.
there can be bad feedback, but I mean like it's good to get the feedback too even if it is bad because then you're aware of like what somebody out there would say and you can not optimize for it, but at least be aware that that might be what is out there.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's bad that they mingle and they are able to talk to each other in just like an open space. Or you could, it's another thing where, like for the cohort thing that I'm thinking, if I'm posting something and I'm like, hey, cohort people only on this post, right? But they could say, hey, I made this piece of content. Can anybody, like this, I want feedback on this content from anyone, right?
Yeah.
That's also totally doable because people are allowed to watch something and like say, oh, this is what I think.
True. And you know that is one thing, and you're gonna hate this, that I really love about Discord is that you can have private rooms for your premium people. So you can have the best of both worlds. You can have a freemium group and keep them separated or together at the same time. And I wish Skool would do something like that. And I've heard Sam's reasons of why he doesn't want to do that, and I totally understand it. And maybe that's more the argument for having a free community and a paid community versus just a
I
freemium.
I accidentally lost like hearing you for a minute. What did you just say about Sam? Technical difficulties, you guys.
I was talking about how on Discord you can have private rooms for your
Oh yeah.
premium people, so that way they can mingle together if they want to, or talk privately if they want to. And Sam doesn't like that, and I can understand his reasonings. That's more of an argument for having a free community and a paid community versus having a freemium. But I don't think the intermingling as is a issue. Like, I just don't see it as a big deal as people think it is.
Yeah, I don't think it's as big of an issue. I think sometimes people will optimize for problems that haven't even occurred.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Um,
agree.
and the other part of that, like, and why I would agree, it kills the community, dude. Like, that's
That's what he
why
says, yeah.
the group, even people saying, like, why can't we have group chats? Like, instead of just DMing one person at a time, why can't we have group DMs? Because then everything's kept in DMs rather, like, that's what the community tab is for.
Then it turns into
Community tab
cliques, like
is.
reels, like public schools. You have these little cliques of the popular kids talking together, and you feel a lot of people feel left out.
Yeah. In fact, did you see that the category inside my community, in the paid community,
Oh no!
it's
What
a
happened?
group chat. That's what it's called.
Oh, cool.
It is literally there to tell you that this is where we are group chatting.
Well, that's exciting. That's a new idea that I've not seen someone do.
It's been there since I've had this community, but I also have a bunch of different ones. Um, I I made it the category name because I really fully believe that people keep thinking community tab is like, I'm only gonna post in the community tab when it's something valuable or it has like some kind of weird standard that they have made up in their mind, like they've built up. And I'm like, literally, it's just the group chat. That is what
Yeah.
it is.
And that's the original reason why I came up with the traffic lounge, was to have this room where people can come and talk at any time. The issue that I ran into is that people wouldn't join unless someone was in there. And so like planning to get everyone together at the same time. And I feel like if you had a much bigger community, like over 1,000 or more, I feel like it would work. But for me, because I had such a tiny community, it didn't work. But I feel like it could. I still feel like it could.
Can we drop some weird lore or whatever
Drop
facts
the lore.
of how your community group chat thing, the room,
Uh-huh.
is where the weird stalker guy for me was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go be in traffic lounge to just go hang out. Come talk to me." And I was like, "Why are you saying this so weird?" you know?
Yeah, that's the other issue.
Why?
Is like I couldn't police it.
Yeah, why me? Why am I getting messages? Why are you not just like commenting in there and telling everybody that you're gonna be in there? And I'll show up if I want to. That was like my first indication that this person might be a little bit weird.
I still want somebody to pull that idea off because I still think it's possible.
I think it's a good one. I think that now one thing I think that would be different, like if I was to try to implement something like that, is I would probably just have that like that one thread that's like called like group chat or something, like the audio group chat, or group hangout, and make it a school live that's in the past. So it's not saying live all the time.
Okay.
Because then that would interfere with, I want the flashing live button to
to only be
catch
for the really
attention.
important stuff.
Yeah, like it shouldn't be like they go into my community and they see that flashing all the times to the point where they don't pay attention to it
Yeah, it kind of
anymore.
lost its specialness a little bit.
Yeah, it was like live, but you're live all the time. So if I had a new event coming up, because we did try this, you can have two events at the same time. But the problem is that people would get to the point where you don't you're not really paying attention. Like if you go in and you see that live button, you're like, you just assume automatically that it's just the group hangout room, but it could be like that event, you know?
Yeah. Well, maybe one day if I get a lot more people, I might attempt that again.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I definitely would put it in the. That's how some people are doing one-on-ones. By the way, they go
Yes.
and make a school live for for a past date, because you can join a school live at any time, right?
Yeah. And so you can have conversations with people privately, and it won't be publicly flashing on the community for everybody else to join. I think that's a really cool thing. I feel like a lot of people don't know that, but it's a good little.
You'd
trick.
also do it in the future. So like I could put like December 31st group chat, and so they could just join the chat early too.
And you just
And
send
so
them a
it
link.
would always show group chat on the first page, but it wouldn't show live until they got to December 31st.
You know, we should do like a tips and tricks episode where we could do something like that. We can talk about how to get the school cat. We can talk about how to do the confetti when you like send someone a link. We should do a bunch of stuff like that. That'd be fun.
Speed run all the things that you should know about school that you might not know.
Yeah. Hacks.
That would be
School
cool.
hacks. School tips.
School tips and tricks.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much everything we talked about. You did talk a little bit about in this video about how often you should change your about page copy / your about page picture cover.
Yeah, that was part of my tip, is like go into Schoolers and go see what Sam is commenting, go see what Evelyn is commenting, because they are giving really good advice or giving people like the actual solid answers. And Evelyn has said she doesn't recommend doing it more than this, but like if you haven't seen Growth Boost start to pick up your community, or if it was picking up your community but now the Growth Boost is kind of like going down, then change your cover photo at least like once a week and try something until it kicks off again. So your cover photo is like, fun fact for everybody, don't fall in love with a cover photo and keep it that way, because you should probably be changing it. You got to look at it as sort of like the ad if you have Growth Boost on.
I mean, that's basically what it is. It's being ran as Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Facebook Marketplace ads. It's everywhere.
Yep.
So make it look nice.
Pretty cool, pretty swag.
Well, we're
Do
at
you
our
have-
end here.
Do you have a song?
I do.
No.
I do have a song. I don't know what it's going to sound like. I told it to sound like Ed Sheeran.
I have a question. Oh, can you do that? Mine doesn't let me do that. It says, "Hey, I'm not going to sound like a person."
Well, I have a workaround.
Oh, okay.
Kind of.
Maybe we'll talk about that later. I wanted to ask you. I'm asking you live. Since we are doing these in the past for the future, you know how we normally do the thumbnails? What if whoever comments, like, we'll have it go ahead and set up the thing, but if somebody goes ahead and comments our secret, not our secret, but our special phrase, then when I get back from
We'll
being
change
gone,
it.
I'll change the thumbnails, because I think it would still be cool to have them in the thumbnails versus just us.
Oh, cool. Well, if you want to be in the thumbnail, comment, "I was here live chilling with the school morning show," and we'll throw you up in the thumbnail.
Yes, just a little
And
delayed.
I normally say you have until the end of this song, but you have a whole week to do it.
Yeah. You have until I get back on Friday.
So no excuses. All right, let's see what this Ed Sheeran song sounds like. You ready?
Sounds good.
Do you have a school that's freemium? Or did you send this to your mom? With how you can get some school reviews and get some money for some shoes. Get people to buy you a coffee or two, or 3 or 4 or 5. I'm sorry that this wasn't actually live. This was pre-recorded, see you tomorrow, bye.